And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones, wherever you might be. I'm Emma, and welcome back to the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Saracent, and welcome back, finally, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It's been a little while. We played another game, but now we're back. And yeah, let's get into Chapter 3 and do all the Crusade admin in the world. Because that's our job now. We are full-time Crusade Commander. And yeah. Can't remember if we got any particular story beats. Nora's in jail. And I think we were just talking to everybody in Dresden, because that's where we're based now. When it eventually loads. Good to be back. Yeah, sorry about the late start, everyone. Various technical issues, both... I was about to say both wet and dry, and just assume that everybody would know what I meant. And, yep, that is all I'm going to say. Good talk. Now, which way were we going? I don't think we'd been up here, so other way. Let's talk to Hogs, I guess. This is all the same stuff. Have we asked about why he hid that Camellia was his daughter? Yes. Yes, I did, because, yeah, she's a half commoner. Oh, don't think we've heard this. How did Camellia's mother die? August pierces you with a long, heavy stare. I'm not going to tell you about that. Some things ought to remain private. Sure. Well, you know what else will remain private?
Battles await.
This burn doesn't really work now I think about it. Good talk. Let's move on. Here's a one-eyed devil. Why is he in this city? A short, chubby tiefling... Okay, right. A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from a tobacco box adorned with jewels. A fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's Trading House. His proud manner suggests that each word begins with a capital letter, and perhaps even continues in capital letters as well. Who wrote this? Terry Pratchett? So yes, not actually a one-eyed devil, just branding. Yeah, let's start arguing with this guy. Trading house, this is just a shop. Ah, that depends. There was a time when I had nothing in my pockets but holes. But did I consider myself poor? No, I consider myself a rich man who was temporarily down on his luck. Oh, God. Optimism is important not only on the battlefield, Commander. You are the leader of a victorious army that will be chopping all the demons into mincemeat sooner or later. I am the owner of a trade empire which, as you see, is only starting to grow. How did a tiefling end up working here? The answer's simple. Simplest thing there is. This is a good world, and I like living in it. Besides, it's the only one we got. I'd love to know what's going on in the heads of the dimwits who are helping the demons destroy it. My best guess is that their horns grow inwards, so there's no room for brains. Good burn? Question mark. I'm from Cheliax. Tieflings don't surprise anyone there. They don't like demons any more than we do here. And why should they? Gods went to all the trouble of creating this world. Even Lord Asmodeus and his devils helped with the construction. And have these freeloaders show up after all the hard work is done just to gorge and break things. Doesn't matter who you pray to. If you want to live, it's your duty to help. I mean, that's mostly valid, but also it's I do find the whole demon-devil war funny. It's just like, yes, I'm on the side of the devils, but devils have some standards. Demons just... Isn't the One-Eyed Devil a risky name for a Crusader shop? Ah, yes, a week doesn't go by without some dimwit boiling over. Well, they don't pay me to explain the difference between allies and enemies, devils and demons, Lord Asmodeus and all the riffraff like Baphomet and Discari. So they can go hang. Tiefling spits between his feet and swiftly places another pinch of chewing tobacco in his mouth. Here's what I think. You like it, you buy it. You don't like it, keep moving. If you're spoiling for a fight, take yourself off to the tavern. Why? I haven't looked at your prices yet, but why are they so high? We're saving the world and you live there. That's some claim. Did you hear that, good people? First of all, my prices are perfectly fair. They're no higher than you'd find anywhere else. Second, who's saving who here? Are you prepared to eat bark and fight with rocks and sticks? You know, I have open contracts with dozens of suppliers. I arrange deliveries and do whatever it takes to get you sharper weapons, better magical items, better food, and you'll throw in the extra expense in my face? It's the thanks I get for honest work. Oh my god, the capitalist grind set does have you. What's with the eye? Or is it that also just a branding thing? Should I make up a story about a heroic fight with the horde of demons? Truth be told, this happened. Back when I was a snot-nosed kid, I'd just opened my first business selling pies on the street. The local lads quickly took notice of me and offered me protection in return for a small share of profits. The usual, you know. But I was so young, inexperienced and greedy, so I told them, bugger off. Well, they caught me and taught me a lesson. They took it too far, though. I paid for the lesson with me eye, not just bumps and bruises. It's funny to... Jesus God, I forgot how people just give you all their backstory. It's funny to remember it now, but back then, while it was happening, I was so scared. I thought they'd beat me to death. I remember I came running home in tears, and my mum just started screaming. Didn't have a clue why, and then I looked in the mirror and saw there were just shreds and mush where one of my eyes should be. I've remembered that lesson all my life. Ever since that day, when I start a business, I find some reliable business partners first. If I'd been born in a merchant family, my parents would have warned me about this, and about plenty of other things too. But I was a poor lad, so I had to learn everything the hard way. It's a miracle how many times I escaped death by a hair's breadth. In fact, it's lucky all I lost was one eye. I'm not sure you've taken the right moral from that story. I can afford a new eye now, of course. But you know, I just can't find the time. It'll cost a tidy sum, and I don't want to take it out of the earnings. And besides, being the one-eyed devil is a big selling point for me. Be a fool to get my eye back, only to have to keep it hidden under a patch. What do you think about my superpowers? People are saying that you've got a fortune on your side. When your enemies fire arrows... See, you got me going now. When your enemies fire arrows at you, the wind blows them away. When enemies raise their swords against you, they slip and fall in the mud at your feet. Just think of all the abyssal terrors that hunted you, yet you laughed them off. And your laughter brings good luck to others. You give bizarre orders and gamble on a 1,000-to-1 chance, but that's exactly what comes to pass. Apart from the other 999 times when it doesn't. I think it sounds delusional. You can't win wars on luck alone, but you can pretend to be stupid so no one figures out your strategy. That's what I do. I'll tell you one thing for certain. I never play cards or dice with you. Probably for the best. Also, can I see your stock now? Food, 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 food. Extremely charismatic head. Uses charisma. Which of you casts of charisma? That's intelligence. I can't remember who uses charisma. I might get that later. Scrolls. Infiltrator's armor, +5 competence bonus on stealth. I am doing no stealth, so that's fine. Haramaki, which, that's a monk armor. Neat. Oh yeah, I can just look at everybody's equipment from here, can't I? Because Lan could use this Haramaki. I will buy it. Adamantine scale mail. How does that compare to what our plate wearers have got going on? It's worse. Good talk. Chain shirt barding. Can I see? Because Clyde's got a muscle warmer. Oh, so those braces are entirely useless. Right, I will move them on to somebody else. And Theomanda is using, at the minute, hide barding +2. Okay. Oh yeah, you're glaives, not scythes, Ursel. How much money do I have? How much money do I have? 48 grand. I'll buy one expert lockpick. should also sell all my tat. I think I've sold all my tat already. No, I have not sold these books. Books are also tat. You heard it here first. Nobody ever learnt anything from books. It's a deal. Now, before I forget, so I bought armor for Lan. Gotta love a good Haramaki. If, like me, you've watched too much anime. Bought a lockpick, a camellia to hold on to. Oh wait, no, they don't get equipped. They just get used from inventory, so that's fine. And those bracers want to come off Clyde. And who has room for armor bracers? Amber, you don't wear armor. Cool. Cool and good. There's an inn here. Let's check it out, I guess. I can bring my Triceratops into the inn, right? I mean, I've phrased that as a question. I really don't have a choice. I can rob the inn, right? I phrased that as a question, and this time you don't have a choice. Oh, I didn't even realize there were people just standing there while I robbed the place. Camelia's not around to do my lockpicking for me. Fine, I'll use one of my apprentice lockpicks. Haha, I can do my own lockpicking occasionally, and I don't even fish for compliments afterwards.
Pay attention.
Ooh. Books. That. And some elemental essence. Hope you didn't want that. It's mine now. And upstairs, you can see the difference. Oh, High Lord's here. High Lord was the head of the Pathfinders? Yes, no?
Move out.
Eh? Oh, and Nenio lives here. Cool. High Lord, yes, is the Pathfinder guy, whatever. Oh, I can eavesdrop. Oh yeah, that was the other thing we did last episode, wasn't it? Was discover the fantasy UN in our wardrobe. One old Kelly told this my brothers and me on his deathbed, and then he died. No one knows but us. There's their sacred forest. They prayed in the meadow of the spirits. Manic relics, you say? Big treasure? Sounds like a lie. Everything was collected, carried away, and buried in that cave. Scouts say a bear lives in those forests. Terrible one. There must be magic guards in the cave. That's why we suggest you come with us. We'll split the treasure equally. Okay, I guess that gives me a lead for something. Nenio, hi. So, the experiment. Nenio gestures excitedly. I'll need supplies for this one. Girl, please bring me a bottle of alcohol, any will do, and please hurry up, science can't wait. Why do you need alcohol? I've already told you, it's for an experiment. Hurry up and bring it to me. What's the experiment? This will be an experiment of a personal nature. Nenio seems sheepish, but no less exciting for that. Mark my words. Is the experiment just you've never drunk before and you're going to see what getting drunk is like? Why don't you buy your own drinks? I'm busy with an extremely important task, mentally preparing myself for the experiment. Besides, a task like this is a perfect fit for my loyal follower. Fine. I will await your return with the greatest anticipation, with immeasurable impatience. Then you need alcohol. Any will do, for experiment. Urgent. I don't have any because that was in all the tat I sell. So, I guess we'll be back when we've bought you a drink. Don't drink that. It looks like it's probably not great for you. The room that was closed doesn't contain anything? kind of environment design is this? Also, why is there nobody in the inn I can buy alcohol from? It seems to defeat the point. Fine, there's a tavern up here. I am informed. If we ever get to actually leave this building. Hey! Thought we'd just exit the building and walk directly into the void. Here's the jewellery artisan. We probably also don't sell drinks, but it could be a very esoteric name for a pub. Hello, Goldlum. Welcome to the shop of Derek Sunhammer, the finest jewellery in all of Mendev. True artistry, crafted by the master himself and his apprentices. Take a look. Show me your wares, Golem. Oh, we've got some more armor bracers. Anybody else could use them? Nenio, have you got some on already? Yes, you have. Darren got something else on. Melia already has armor. Emma. I don't think anybody needs them particularly. Oh, did one of my clerics only have a lesser phylactery? Sociel only has a lesser phylactery. Darren has a full phylactery. It's 12 grand though. That's quite a lot of money. That's like a third of the money I possess. Oh, I was going to sell that because I don't need it anymore. I could probably sell a bunch of these weapons. I could sell that book. I mean, Darren's already really good at channeling. Should we make him even better? I think we should. Well, and I can sell back the... Oh, Darren's already got it, which is probably why he's so good. I can sell back the lesser one for another grand. Sure. Let's do that. So, see how I found you a slightly more magic hat. Lovely. Nobody here has names, and thus you are not worth my time. To the pub! Odds on whether I will manage to get out of prison this episode. I mean, we did spend so long trying to get here. I guess it makes sense. Anybody here with a name? Just me and my Triceratops and horse. I guess that's not really a name. I mean, it could be. You could be called Horse. That's a name people have had in the past. Okay, this isn't quite the same tavern model as the Defender's Heart, is it? For a minute, I was just like, wait, there's only one pub in Galarian? Bye, the tavern keeper. The boy sitting on the counter looks about 18. He salutes you with dignity, though his eyes scarcely rise from the tavern's ledger. The Knight Commander at my establishment. What an honour. My name's Phi Keto. I'm the owner of the Half Measure. How should I address you? Ask because some don't like undue familiarity, while others scoff at the tediousness of ceremony and titles. My name is Fine. Deal. I know your name, of course. Who in Dresden doesn't? So, what can I do for you? Wine, a meal, a heart-to-heart talk? How do you own your own pub at 18? I mean, good grind, but... Before the siege of Dresden, the Half Measure belonged to a distant relative. I won't bore you with the details of how his family died. Just 3 words: demon worshippers and sacrifice should be enough. Now that the city has been liberated, the authorities in Iomede's church will be returning what remains to the lawful heirs of the deceased. They take these things seriously in Mendev. Pi suddenly slaps himself on the forehead. We started talking about the inn, and I remembered I wanted to thank you for personally defeating the demon in this very tavern when the city was liberated. Oh yeah, he was really annoying and massive. He was massive and immediately did mirror image and it then filled like the entire room. That you, who knows how many glasses he would have smashed before the Crusaders got to him. So please accept my thanks from the bottom of the heart. Bottom of my heart even. No, just this heart I found around. 15 grand, I'll take it. Why are you sitting on the counter? 2 reasons. Vices, seriously. Dresden isn't the biggest city, but it still has a few taverns and pubs to compete with the others. I need people to remember my establishment and myself. That's the first reason. A tavern keeper who sits on the counter definitely sticks out from the others who prefer to stand behind their bars all dignified. Believe me, you're not the first one to ask. Sooner or later, every customer does. Second reason is the place's atmosphere. People should feel relaxed here. Life near the world wound's hard enough. Folks don't go to taverns looking to cause each other more trouble, so I allow certain liberties, myself included. I'm even thinking of hosting an invigorating brawl here on the 5th of every month. I'll let my favourite customers break glasses and swing on the chandelier. Okay, well, let's shop. Goggles of Malocchio. Plus 10 bonus on perception checks. Whenever the wearer confirms a critical hit with any bow, the target becomes disoriented for D4 rounds. That sounds amazing. And I can afford it now that he's given me all this money. Ghost Touch Igniting Short Sword. Wow. But when you really want to set ghosts on fire. And Lan isn't wearing any eye things. Recipe for mulled wine. Love that for me. Wine. That's alcohol. And yeah, sure, let's buy these goggles. They sound rad. And Lan needs to be even more of a murder, clearly. Just on his own, a murder. Where are those things I just bought? Learn recipe. Lan. Wear the goggles. Oh yeah, I forgot business exists as well. But, I mean, given that he's just a summon, I don't really want to give him my equipment. Amazing. Lan, you look fantastic. Never change. Also, did I make sure that everybody's copied down any spells they can? I forget if Sealer can do that. No, you're spontaneous. Nothing that social can learn. Okay, spontaneous. Cool. Right, I have wine for my fox girl. And real fox for my wine girl. That doesn't quite work. A book. Won't read it. Purifying solution. There's probably free alcohol here. Oh, hey, free alcohol. Seashell, sure. Groceries. You don't mind if I rob the place even after you gave me 15 grand, right? I mean, I saved this building's life, and that means I now own it. I'm pretty sure that's the... Hey, Greyboar's here! Hello, Greyboar.
How can I help you?
Ooh. Oh, right, we were actually told to talk to him here. And he gets voice acting here. Before you stands a dwarf. He has stern, rugged features, and looks to be well armed. He fills his pipe with tobacco from Garand, which you immediately recognize somehow, lights it, and blows out a cloud of smoke. Finally, he addresses you in a deep, dignified voice. Who are you?
Don't you remember our last meeting?
And you sound like you're trying to be Batman or possibly Geralt.
The name is Greyboar. I'm an assassin for hire. But I suspect you're not here for small talk.
He sounds way quieter than everybody else in this game.
Services?
We met in Canabras. When you told me not to bother with the fight, and then I won that fight.
Yes, I had a contract to assassinate a rather overconfident demon named Kylus there. I guess that counts as participation in the siege of Canabras. Not that my employer had any interest in the actual outcome of the battle. Come to think of it, the information my client provided me with was almost suspiciously accurate. They seemed to be aware both of the impending attack on Canabras and of the fact that Kylus was going to be there.
So you're joining the queue of people around here who've been unknowingly played by demons, I'm guessing. Yeah, you tried to kill that demon during the battle, but then didn't. What's up there?
Yes, that was a failure. It was supposed to be a clean job. An anonymous client, a worthy target, a substantial fee. But the client insisted that I use an enchanted dagger they provided. I was assured that
This is sounding so completely legitimate and above board.
It didn't work as expected. It was a serious blow to my reputation. and my reputation is everything to me.
Cool, now that your reputation's in tatters, I'd like to hire you.
A large adult female? The one that's been snatching people and carrying them off? I've heard about her. That's an impressive target. I can take this job, but only if we do it soon. I'm expecting a new assignment from my regular client, and I'll have to leave as soon as I have the orders. And of course,
Forgot this whole dragon side quest. I should probably have looked at my journal.
2,500 gold, paid in advance.
Wait, that's not... I just paid a pub landlord 34,000 for a pair of glasses. 2.5 grand to kill a dragon sounds extremely reasonable.
Excellent. Let's get down to business. It's no easy thing to take down a dragon when you don't have wings, so you'll need to follow my lead. The best thing would be to catch her by surprise in her lair, but we need to find it first. Of course, since she doesn't leave tracks, that might be tricky, but I think I have a solution. We need to go west of Dresden, to the Grimwood Forest. The dragon's been seen there often. According to the scouts, this is likely because there's still some wild game left in those parts. We'll set up an ambush there.
Love it when they do all the talking for me.
I hope I can rely on your honesty. I understand that on our way to the dragon, there may be other fights or places we need to visit for various reasons. That's to be expected. However, should I see that you are deliberately delaying the contract, or that you're dragging me off to assault some demon citadel instead of going after the dragon, we will have to revise the terms of our agreement.
Can we revise them now? So what, are you a party member now? Oh, I think I've just got all your gear, so that suggests yes. Hello, Greyball. Welcome to the party. Also, are all my pets active? My pets aren't
All this
active.
waiting bores me.
My pets are apparently active. Oh, I actually have to use the lucky dice. Hooray. I did the thing. Once per day, for the whole day, but you still have to activate it, even though that would make so much sense to just be a passive. Greyboar, you are a level 9 Slayer. With a Dwarf Morax and the Crushing Cold Adamantine +3 Frost Hand Axe. Neat. Finesse wielding, but that really doesn't matter given that your strength is +6. On crit, 11th level Cone of Cold. That seems like a lot. Amulet. I can give you better gear than this. Here, have this Armor of Dispersion. Or, I mean, would this be even better? No, because the only difference is the dexterity and spells. In terms of weapons, I mean, that's just... it's a +3, which is still pretty good. You're not really a two-handed fighter. You could have this pick. It would be probably worse. There's this unholy longsword, also worse. The Tyranny of Mind is two-handed because it's a heavy flail hammer. That's two-handed. We have... oh yeah, we got rid of most of our one-handed stuff. Headcracker, worse than what you've got. Okay, good talk. Would you like a hat? I have hats that will do you no good at all. Yeah, cool. I have nothing particularly exciting for you. So Slayers, light armor, medium armor, shield, simple and martial weapons. So you can do better things when sneak attacking. You're good at two-weapon fighting. You're good at sneak attacking. Okay. Okay, cool. You're very good at dual wielding. And you don't have any spell. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Welcome new party member. Now I have even more decisions to make whenever I leave town. Tell you what, let's look at our journal. Wow, so many things that I have to do this chapter, but luckily I've only just started this chapter. So, the Outcast. Wait for Kael'thas's schemes to be revealed. Cool. Secrets of Creation go to the heart of mystery. Wherever that is. Dragon's Fate, find something else that belongs to Trendlev. I mean, I've got this claw. I just need to find the storyteller again. Know thy enemy? Search for traces of unusual demon activity. Yes, because we've got teleporting demons. Attack out of nowhere, find out how the demons are sneaking into Crusader territory. Scout out the ravines or send a scouting party and interrogate Nura. I can do these things. Final sunset of winter. Find the missing Crusaders. Ah, yes, Crusader patrol vanished in an old Sarkoris settlement. Find them. The Dragon Hunt. See, that doesn't even have to be done this chapter, Greybor. Calm down. Yeah, so just take him to Grimwood. Battered Spirit. Issue an order that will allow Erebeth to spend more time among the common soldiers. Yes, because we're trying to get her mojo back. Companion quests. Solve the riddles of the Nameless Ruins. Yes, I don't know how. From a dead woman's hands, find and ask the Hell Knight leader. Where? Crescent of the Abyss? Wait. Great. Nenio needs alcohol. Give Nenio alcohol. Crusade Quest middle game. Build the stables in Dresden. Form the staff council. Order the Crusade's craftsmen to improve a relic. And liberate the region. So I think we've already got all the orders we can place, but I'd need to go back to the command table to check. Great. And stuff for the storyteller and stuff for the storyteller. Where the hell is the storyteller? I was told he'd turn up when we got back to Dresden. Okay, nothing else marked on the map up here of interest. August. We've already talked. We talked to Social Amber last time. Let's go visit Nora. We put her in jail on account of that time she tried to kill all of us with bugs, and then tried to get us into a trap. Basically, she's tried to kill us a number of ways, and she has no regrets about this whatsoever. Also, we'll rob the prison, because you can do that when you're commander. Hello, Nora. Nora bares her teeth like a cornered rat. Come to gloat? We want information. Do you? And why would I give it to you? Hope it means your only chance to earn a pardon. How about a deal? Information for freedom. I have ways of making you talk, or think about an answer for yourself. I mean, we're chaotic. But we did also establish that going chaotic good wouldn't be too bad for a trickster. Yeah. No, I think that's the thing. It helped me, and maybe you'll be able to get, rehabilitation's a thing. I don't want your pardon. If you want to kill me, then kill me. On second thoughts, you know what? I don't care. I don't care about you or the demons or myself, especially not myself. What do you want? I mean, that doesn't sound like I'll get the most reliable information, but sure, who did you work for? Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth, cultists of Baphomet. Some serve him for rewards, others serve under dire threat. Some fools even think they'll earn transformation into demons. I only served because it was my chance of revenge. The Grand Master leads the Templars. He's a mysterious figure, said to be more of an ideologue than an actual commander. All the cultists I know answer to a woman named Jerebeth. That's not a real name. I never saw her myself, but I heard that she's dazzlingly beautiful, and when she speaks, you believe her every word, even if you know that she's lying through her teeth. I have absolutely no idea where to look for her, but I know that there's someone much more powerful and dangerous, someone the common followers never see. Rumor has it it's Baphomet's flesh and blood daughter. Something like reverence seeps into Nura's voice. Minago also gave me orders, but I don't think I can tell you anything new about her. We've met her a few times already. One day I might settle on how Nura's voice sounds. Are there any other cultists in the army who aren't you? I think so. But everyone I knew about has been caught by the Eagle Watch. Erebeth sent a lot of us to the gallows, but Baphomet will always find new servants. Always. Anyone could be a cultist, even Erebeth herself. You think you can tell your friend from your enemy? Think again. Who lead cultists? Discari's cultists are dumb meat. They can't hide, only fight. There are others among them. Adepts of a higher rank, intelligent, dangerous wizards, hiding somewhere in the worldwood. They're led by Xanthir, the Plagued One. He isn't human. I don't know what he is, but he's not human, that's for sure. They say he doesn't even have a human body, only a massive insect swarming under his robe. Neat. Who was the big demon? That was a battler named Darazan, the leader of the pork creatures who have been ordered to fill the ditches of Dresden with their own bodies and break the walls of the city with their own heads. He had them run drills every day, and every day they had to scrape someone off the ground. You're lucky that dwarf chased him off. Darazan alone could hold off a small army. He'll be back, and all of you here will be good as dead. So about the demons appearing out of thin air. I can't say for sure, but I've heard rumors. There's a place called the Molten Scar where the grey road makes a sharp turn and forks. Too many hours there that I wasn't quite settled on. It must be hard to miss. It's a big gorge with lava flowing at the bottom. A Vrock sorceress has a lair there. If you continued your offensive beyond Dresden, the Vrock was supposed to organize an army at your flank and cut you off from behind. I don't know what it means. Maybe she maintains a rift there? Hey, bye. Bye. Nora scoffs at you. That sounds like a thing she would do. I could let you go, but really, that did not sound like anything resembling rehabilitation. Nothing more to steal? Okay, guess we leave prison. See, if you don't try and murder everyone on my side, you're allowed to just walk out of prison. It's easy for me. Dresden takes too long to load, and it makes me worry every time. Just get real flashbacks to playing the console edition of the first Pathfinder game, where it would just... Oh, this is just the theatre troupe, whatever. I'm going to take your stuff. You have so little interesting stuff. Anything I missed here? No. But here, there's a house and an abandoned building. We go through here and turn left. Camera, work with me. Anyone here have names? No? Cool. Don't know why the house in the abandoned building is significant, but rule 1 of tabletop, if your GM put it on the map, you should go there. Did I fight a demon here? I probably fought a demon here. It's abandoned, which means I can just take everything, right? Ah, but there is more to this abandoned building. Book, won't read it. Barrel? The barrel contained an eye. Great. Into the depths of the abandoned building. The building, if you will. That doesn't really work. I know, shut up. Upstairs, barrel with an eye. Downstairs, barrel with a tongue. It doesn't get better. Nothing interesting. Well, okay, we certainly did get some ingredients. To the outside. To the long black screen. Load, game. Thank you. This house was also marked on the map, and thus is probably significant. And it triggered an autosave, which concerns me. Okay, we can go into the cellar over there. There's nothing else of interest in this house. This is a very well-stocked cellar. I am going to rob it. See, there's blood and bone meal. That's weird. Are you keeping a very esoteric garden? Blood, bone meal, skin, and that's it. Okay, sure. People who live in Dresden, what's the deal with your house? Why do you keep so much weird stuff in them? Is it just to freak me out because it's working? We'll get this massive basement, and the only things of interest in it will be bottles of blood, ground up bones, and the occasional bit of skin. That bit where you were saying there were probably cultists everywhere in Dresden. I'm starting to come around. It's bismuth. But where's Lan? There's Lan. Hello. No more dialogue with him? Fine, let's quickly get what he thinks for life on the surface. I'm just gonna start skipping through. Best place to be. Easy to get stuff. And yeah. Stories. Things that are awful but happen on the surface, but also it's the land of cognitive dissonance and not socialism. Anyway, look, I'm talking to you. You must know life on the surface much better than me. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes, I also have a few questions for our faithless aristocracy. We changed alignment! I guess they'll have to wait till we drive the demons back into the abyss and close the world wound. Lan smiles his strange half-smile, which breaks along the border between the two sides of his face. At the end of the day, the world's full of injustice, but it's also full of mad beasts ready to tear us to pieces. We're now officially chaotic good. And still don't have any new dialogue. I mean, it really doesn't look like we're chaotic good, but hey. Wait, chaotic... No, chaotic good is bad. Am I right in thinking... Now that we're chaotic good, I think our... Shouldn't it do something to our druid abilities? I thought? No. What? Oh, if we cast Enlarge Person on ourselves, it gets bigger. Rad. I should remember this. I will not remember this. Give me just... I could have sworn there was a thing. Alignment restriction. A druid who changes to a prohibited alignment loses all spells and druid abilities. But Clyde is still here. Weird. And can I still wild shape? Let's see if I can still wild shape. Let's be a leopard. We can still turn into a leopard. Should we wish to. I now wish to not be a leopard. Yes, technically I just wasted a wild shape cast, but on the other hand, I never use it. Also, here we have the barracks. Oh, I can't get up there. Is there another door to the barracks? That is the same door. Yeah, that is the same door. Okay, but there's another entrance over here. That is also too high. Let's just keep going around. That was a wild shape of personal assurance. Yeah, let's go with that. That's my new insurance firm.
Move out.
Take out your life insurance with Wild Shaper Personal. Don't think too hard about it. Horse. Okay, Seala's here. Let's talk to her first. Nothing new. Okay, bye. Wait, it's kind of arbitrary which people have new dialogue. I'm gonna rob the barracks, and you probably can't stop me. Oh, it's Elan. Commander, my regards. That's all you've got to say. I guess. What's this other ground level exit?
Follow.
Seriously, if Dresden could just load more efficiently, that'd be great. Alright, this is this rooftop, where there is nothing. There isn't a thing. I feel like there's a lot of wasted possibility space in some of these area designs. But in this rooftop exit, once we get out of the void, there is...
Onwards.
Whoever had money on also nothing, dealer pays evens. Wait, is that the door we want? Where's Elan? We want to go away from Elan. He's over there. Cool. This is the door we want. There were like 2 books in there, and that was it. Call this a barracks. There should be at least be some equipment I can rob you of. Nothing. Oh, wait, I should really have gone back to Nenio, shouldn't I? Because I had that whole quest where I was going to buy her a drink. Because she said, buy me a drink. And that's what friendship is, people. Your friend says I need alcohol for reasons. No, that's bad advice. Yeah, perhaps question those reasons, but also give serious thought to... I just realised I never stretched on that last stretch reminder. Oh. Anyhow. By George Ezra. I brought a bottle of alcohol for you. Nenio snatches the bottle out of your hands and stares at it with all the covetousness of a seasoned alcoholic. Here it is, my path to learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. She produces a corkscrew from her sleeve and looks at it in bafflement, then at the bottle, then at the corkscrew again, after which she hands the bottle back to you. Open it! This experiment definitely won't work if we don't open it. Do you always have a corkscrew up your sleeve? Don't be preposterous. But I'm always meticulous when it comes to preparing for my experiments. I plan for every eventuality. Nenio sighs. Alright, I admitted that's not true, but I have truly prepared for this particular experiment. What's with the experiment? I'm taking a huge risk with this experiment. I'm putting my reputation, my good name, and even my future on the line. With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street, and I will try to understand the mentality of someone wholly devoid of intelligence. So you're just gonna get drunk to see. You surely know, maybe even from personal experience, that alcohol dampens mental activity and is a catalyst for stupidity. With a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. It's a classic. So, have you never tried alcohol before? I haven't. I never saw the point of it. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy. And let's be real, even if you're not asking that, that is what you need. You know, standard first trip rules, buddy system. Not at all. I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in this experiment will include standing here and providing me with a visible reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. Well, let's get crank, I guess. Well, let's begin. With the steely resolve of a warrior going to his last battle, Nenio takes a big gulp straight from the bottle. That's disgusting. After she overcomes the urge to vomit, she looks at you with teary eyes. How do you all drink this? I am doing this for the sake of science. Another gulp. Oh, that should be enough. Oh, now. Am I stupid yet? Ask me about something smart. Is there an overland route from Avestan to Tanshire? Of course there is. It passes through the crown of the world, a northern continent, known for its extremely cold climate. By the way, did you know that most of the guides on the route from Avestan to Tanshire are taciturn, sulky, and ignorant individuals? They seem to enjoy using the phrase "shut up" more than any other people I've encountered. It would seem I'm not drunk enough yet. Nenio takes another swig from the bottle. Right. It seems to be working. Now, I need to come up with an idea right now. I usually have a ton of ideas. Let's see now. Descari and Baphomet. Their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite their forces on the physical level. Baphomet needs to mount Descari and ride him into battle, 2 in 1. I mean, I can see it happening. Yes. The experiment was successful. I am definitely drunk. She takes another gulp from the bottle to further confirm her condition, and now we take it away from her, please. So how does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life, from a scientific standpoint? Terrible. I have definitely become more stupid. More than that, I'm dumb as a box of rocks, and right now I don't give a rat's ass about science. Wait, I think I've got it. That's how men on the street see science. They don't give a rat's ass about it. Who cares if there's an overland route to Tianxia or not? Tianxia is over there, Nenio says with a vague wave of her hand, whereas the bottle is right here, where it belongs. Happy? Incredible. My intellect never stood a chance in its battle with alcohol, and what is most striking, this fact doesn't bother me at all. It feels like all the thoughts in my head just went poof and disappeared. My thirst for knowledge, my desire to prove myself, they're all gone. My mind is so calm, it's actually a little frightening. I simply must describe this condition from my encyclopedia, but I'll get to it later. I just don't feel like it right now. Please say I haven't just given you an alcohol problem. What? Of course not. How could you think that about me? Me, the greatest scientist of modern times. Nenio licks her lips with intense concentration. Fine. Maybe. A little bit. Sometimes. No more than once a year. And only if no one sees me. I've got a reputation to maintain. I am filled with concern. Congratulations, I guess. Now what? That's it for now. The experiment was a success. Just a moment. Nenio stares at you with glazed eyes, shakes her head, and exhales loudly. When she meets your gaze again, her eyes are crystal clear. All right. I'm fine now. What was that? What was what? The bit where you suddenly decided to stop being drunk. That's so. Nenio looks at the bottle in her hand, thoughtfully licks her lips, and nods. It seems that is indeed what happened. Clearly, I decided to forget the incident entirely, because I no longer need this information. Yes, that's a thing you do, isn't it? What I need now is to write an article for the encyclopedia about the influence that alcohol has on an individual's mind. You could just forget you were drunk and suddenly be sober. I have simply blocked the deleterious effects of my alcohol from my mind. To put it in basic terms, I just forgot I'd consumed alcohol. That's not how that works at all. The mechanism is similar to the one that I used to get rid of irrelevant memories. It's not overly complicated if you know how to do it. Your abilities are amazing. Yeah? What? What were we talking about? Your abilities are amazing, by which we mean you're wildly neurodivergent. And I mean, you kind of can do that with the sensations of being drunk. And, like, you can do a lot with regulating mental states, including you can kind of generate the same mental state without the alcohol. Which is a neat trick, especially if, like me, you cannot drink the alcohol. Uh, happy to help, question mark. On behalf of future generations, I formally thank you for assistance in this momentous experiment. Now, I have the time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. I have no questions. Bye. And you know what? Nah. I was about to lead with a bad segue, and then I realised that I didn't really even have a bad segue, so I'm just going to keep going. I've got a couple minutes. Nah. Before I get mired in somebody else giving me all their backstory, I should actually probably take a break. Let's be sensible. So, yeah. I'm going to go and get some more water and stretch my legs, and all of you should do the self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack. Take your meds if you need to. This is a reminder. And yeah. Go and tell something nice to somebody. I don't mind who. Weirdly, implicitly judgy. Even if I did mind who, you shouldn't listen to my opinions. We've proven many times that that's a dreadful idea. But yes. Anyway, I'm going to go and do those things. You should do those things. I need to run some ads, and you can let them run if you can. Would be much appreciated. Cool. I'm going to stop saying words for a few minutes. Love to you all. I will see you in, like, 5. Alright. See you soon. We're back. Hello, everyone.
Move out.
I say again, odds on us actually leaving Gretton today. Okay, we've talked to all those people. We're nearly here, really. Because we talked to everybody up here. Yes, and we should also dash back to the Citadel to just make sure we've done all our crusade things. Here we have the temple and Arsinoe, apparently. I'm never sure where to put the emphasis on that. Maybe it should be Arsinoe. Everybody's gonna learn how to pronounce the O E-diaresis vowel group as soon as Hades 2 comes out. And makes everyone through the power of it being Hades and everybody being horny. A woman in gold-embroidered cleric's robes greets you with a polite bow. Her eyes, the colour of molten gold, gleam brightly in her dusky face. Greetings, Commander. My name is Arsinoe. I am a messenger from the Temple of Abadar in Absalom, and I came here assuming the defense of the fortress could use the services of the cleric. I mean, we do have the cleric, but... perhaps you've heard about the bit where my chest occasionally explodes. Opinions? Arsinoe quickly probes you with the skill of an experienced healer. That's vague and worrying. So the wound was right here, and then it disappeared. Reappeared. Amazing. No, this is the first time I've ever heard of such magic. What do you think is the deal? I think it's some kind of demonic corruption, or particles of chaos from the abyss have entered through the wound into your body and made it so unstable. Sounds quite interesting, incidentally. Judging from the records of researchers of the abyss, stranger things have happened in this cursed place. This is where they filmed it. Any advice on how to heal the exploding chest wound? Sure that you've already used the purification and chaos warding spells, and for obvious reasons you don't have the option of leaving the campaign and going on a long pilgrimage to various shrines. And since that's the case, keep a diary. Make careful and systematic entries about your well-being. If it gets worse, record the circumstances under which it happens. I'm afraid this is the only advice I can offer right now. Keep a diary of your symptoms and come back in a few months if it doesn't get better, I guess. Never heard that before. Okay, but any chance healing magic could do a thing? I'm sorry, but I do not have the right to do that. A healer who makes a blind attempt to heal a patient who is not on the verge of death is an irresponsible fool. I don't seem to be dying, so I will not take any unnecessary risks. That's fair. I could use the help of a cleric. That is precisely why I'm here. Oh, I didn't realise that was just the I wish to see your wares. A billion scrolls, bunch of diamonds so you can rest people, con man's ring, Bonuses to perception and trickery. That sounds like a camellia type thing. Oh, we super can't afford it. Okay, for pest control, good against swarms. Bookworm's headband. +2 intelligence, immunity to all compulsion, but -2 charisma and -3 persuade. Jesus. Specialist belt would be good for Nenio, except I never actually remember to use scrolls with her. And then just ingredients. Any ingredients, many more scrolls. Many scrolls. Wands and scrolls. And cider. Question mark. And books. And oh wait, these are like books I've sold to them before. Not and not to this person specifically on account of I've never seen you before. Headband of mental might. And wisdom. Ooh. And form was charisma. Low intelligence charisma. Right. Okay, so not a huge amount. Anyway, I have some books I can sell you. You seem to like books. I have a whole 62 gold's worth of books. Also, yeah. Oh yeah, no, you had more stuff, didn't you? Oh yeah, that's just one of those altars that gets rid of your corruption. What services do you provide? I can sell you various divine spell scrolls. Yeah, I know, there was a ton of them. Even if you don't have anyone in your party who can read them, I'd be happy to read it for you right here. However, take care out there on your travels. A scroll is useless without someone who can read it. To use a scroll while you're on the move, you'll need a spellcaster whose magical training covers such spells, or someone skilled in magical devices. Tell me more about Abadar. I'll be delighted to. Abadar is the patron deity of law, trade, and the prosperity of cities. He teaches that law and order allow civilization to develop, and keep people safe and wealthy. Iomade and Abadar are allies, since Iomade also holds order and nobility above all else. Hardly surprising to see so many mighty fortresses and wonderful cities in Mendev bloom under her blessing. How did you end up here? Backstory. Like, wanted to be the best missionary ever. Sure, okay. So you're an Asimar, yeah? Oh, yes, I am an Asimar. Hard to miss, isn't it? I look exactly like my great-great-grandmother, but I'm the only one among my kin to have Asimar blood manifest so visibly in my appearance. I have to admit that it's a very fortunate coincidence. My Asimar features are rather appealing and make people trust me more easily. It's a good quality to have for a priestess wishing to gather a congregation, or Darren wishing to have the best parties. I see that you have consecrated this altar. So I have. And before you ask me why I did this when there is a Temple of Iomade in Dresden, I will answer. Even though my god is the ally of the inheritor, some still prefer to pray and trust in Abadar instead of her. After all, my humble altar is no worse for removing the corruption of the abyss than the grandiose altar in the Temple of Iomade. Okay. Anyone in the temple? Anything in the temple? Can I rob the temple? Hello, it's Bring Your Dinosaur to Church Day. I see none of you have observed. There's an examine prompt there. Alright, that's just saying that that's also an altar. There's quite a bit of church here. Wish to steal. Aha! Theft. I'm going to sell this book and never read it. Ha 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 ha. I'm so evil. Try and pick the lock, I guess. I mean, if I... There we go. If I don't use lockpicks, like, we're not in a hurry, and all it would do would take me longer. That chest really looks like we should be able to steal it. And what's in it, but mostly I just want the chest. Getting some good lockpicking practice in. I think that's got skills. Alright, cool. We have successfully robbed the church. Bye. Right, and I was going to run back to the command table to try and do some commander stuff, and then we can actually leave Dresden. Amir. By then, probably about an hour and a half into the stream, we will leave our camp. To the Citadel! Run! Faster than this. It would be great if I could get on my Triceratops, but apparently not. Guys, speed up. There we go.
Head on!
That's how we meet things. Also, this gets a loading screen to explain why it took so long. Oh yes, that's my personal chest. Erebeth and Anavia are in here. The UN is in my wardrobe.
I lead, you follow.
What if I talk to Erebeth? Nothing new. Anavia? Nothing new. Crusade management. Eventually. Yes, I know, we did this. So, yes, we have... Right, so we finished those. Yes, and we did quite well. These are all happening, so... Trying to fix the Crest of the Fallen Knight, forming the Logistics Council, and issuing Erebeth her new orders. Alright, these are all the different kinds of decrees, that's it. Ah, this is how you build things in the place. Right. We can afford not much, but we've got some. We can get a supply center. Adds to our logistics score. Increases material points income. Sounds good. Wait, no. Oh god. There's even more. Oh, so we have a supply center, right? So all those things were things we have. Wow, Dresden looks a lot more barren in this view. That's to buy resources. Build. Aha! Oh god, there's a whole city builder thing here. Alchemist Laboratory, a new citadel. Increases siege times. A hospital. Bonus to infirmary size for all generals, that sounds great. Stables is a quest I've got, but that would need 500 material points, which is 5 times as many as we have. Jesus, there's a lot of things. Training ground. Adjoining buildings, oh god. So, yeah, there'll be a whole city planning thing. Watchtower. I'd like the hospital. Doesn't seem to have any adjacency things, so I'll just put it there, I guess. That's in progress, and I can't put anything else. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Keeper's Canyon, the Hamlet of Sork. Wait, are these places we already have? Oh my god, these are all our outposts we already established. We have to do city management on these as well. Oh god. I mean, I can buy a whole 218 Oh, but that would be buying them directly with my own money. Bollocks to that for now. Right. So... this game wasn't big enough, so we put another game in it. Can I zoom in? Why can't I zoom in? Oh, we have little things on each area. I won't read them. I wish to zoom in. So, okay, I can just about find Keeps Canyon there. Also, I have this army. I have several armies. So this one, it was kind of my main one. This had some champions and paladins in. Maybe they should go into the main army. This was my shield peoples. Let's get everyone to regroup. Well, you stay and Keeps Canyon for now, sure. Then Army 4, oh, that was those. Army 2, more footmen and archers and mounted scouts. I have several armies. Oh god, so much. Why don't you go into Dresden, and then we can start exchanging things. "45 champions" sound like a good thing to have around. They'd be better than these mounted scouts. Fewer hit points. And worse armor classes, but more damage. That sounds bad. At least... haha. Start merging these. Yeah. So many people. And then those remaining footmen can be absorbed by this army. And one of my armies stops existing. And you know what? That's actually good. So we now have two fairly effective armies. You can go and fight these ones. Haha, we still haven't left Dresden, I lied. Rift Drakes. Oh, wow. There's something. And they have some real damage resistance. Haha! Surprise! I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Excuse me, poison explosion breath? What? That's just rude. Oh, and it's sticky. Why is it sticky? Let's see anywhere. Oh yeah, 2597 hit points, so you should heal yourself. Return! Kill another Drake. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea, giving them that path to go through. Smite. Let's finish these ones off. Thank you. And now we flank. Haha! And then you explode, question mark? You used your smite, so just hit it until it dies, basically. We have a fairly robust hospital size, so we'll get all our units back. It's fine. And now she's level 6. Was that a level up? I don't... New morale banners, oh god. Oh yeah, so there are. Banner of Victory stays green while we defeat demon armies. each victory over demon army in Lands of Yath, Grey Road, Lake Lost to the Sun, Winter Sunlands adds 6 times to Days of Sacred. So that's none of the places that we're in at the minute. Banner of Conquest stays green while you capture demon forts. Okay. Capture a demon fort in one of those other areas 30 days. Banner of Defense is green as long as none of your forts are under siege. Okay. Warriors have discovered what attracted such a horde of monsters. An impressive ambulance laboratory belonging to some insane alchemist. The laboratory had been mercilessly plundered, and the jars of elixirs and ingredients bore sinister holes through which the hideous creatures had consumed their contents like some exquisite nectar. Mildly horny way of describing that. Luckily, some of the alchemist's inventory survived and now belongs to the Crusaders. Cool. Energy points. And now this army is level 5. So we could take on this level 5 demon army, or we could miss. Apparently that's not the path. Today we learned. Oh yeah, you can only have 3 units if you don't have a general, can't you? How do we get into the management thing so I can assign a general? Recruit new general. I could have been doing this some time ago. Didn't. So we've got a couple more spellcasters, or this time we could go to ranged one, or just straight Lord Smacker. That's the phrase, right? Let's hire White Nisa. Enemy units have minus 15 morale, sounds great. Her stats seem to be just worse than everyone else. Do we always want to go spellcasters? That can't be right. I mean, she has explosive traps. And can lose everybody. Yeah, let's do it. Recruited. Welcome to the army of White Nisa. Nisa. Linux. I didn't think we actually reached the army. But apparently we did. Well, the paladins are mounted and dead. Jesus. Why are the paladins dead? Oh, so I put a trap on that square. That's probably bad. Hey, the trap worked. Oh god, this was a very bad plan. Let's back into a corner. That always goes well. I mean, what we should really be doing is chasing down these archers. Actually, what we should probably be doing is running away. Let's make all enemy cavalry worse. Yeah, we're so dead. We retreat. Cool. Great and good and cool. Army 3, if you want to head back to Dresden to reinforce them, that'd be great. I mean, Army 4 is still ruined. I need to recruit some more people. How do I do that? No. No. That's it. So Army 4. Recruit. We have a bunch of footmen here. Alright, so that's how much we get if we spent all our material points. Oh no, that's not all our material points. It is just the maximum amount. Cool. It is interesting that you kind of can't see how the road will go. You're just saying go along that road and something might happen. Interesting little exploration mechanic. Okay, that's everyone's movement points used. I should go back to town. Oh, that's the button. Okay. Right. That's all the campaign management we can do for now. There was a lot of it. Oh, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't notice it at the time. I'm running away. Also, Clyde has disappeared. Why has Clyde disappeared? Does Clyde not get to come into the Citadel? Please say it's just that Clyde doesn't get to come into the Citadel. And not that I've lost my ability to Clyde because I was too nice. Let's head to the gates on account of we can leave. And Greybore is now available. Alright, who do we want to take? I mean, we might as well take Greybore. Let's lose Ulbrich now, and... probably Nenio. Grab Greybore, and we need somebody tanky. But let's lose Darren and take Social and grab Camellia. No, that's not Camellia, that's Sealer. Yeah? Sure. There are too many people in our party, and my brain doesn't like to just kind of take one party and stick to it. Sure. Let's do that. Find and ask the Hell Knight leader about the night. Was the Hell Knight leader in town? Oh, you can right-click and go straight to manage from this screen. That's interesting. Also, Greybore has mythic ranks. He wants to take defensive study. Yes, because he's got study target as part of being a slayer. And that gives it defense as well. I mean, that just sounds good. And also, even better at two-weapon fighting. Sounds good. And he wants rupture restraints. Sure, why not? So, I guess... Yes, I know I could issue the order about Irabeth. I literally have done, game. It's just waiting to happen. But where do I find the Hell Knight leader? You know what? It's not like I have some kind of integrity here. I'm just going to ask the internet because you can't just tell me, oh, it's in Dresden. I've spent like 3 hours exploring Dresden. Great, okay, so you remember that bit where Regal showed up and was awful, but wanted to also join the Crusade? And we said no because he sucked. Turns out that was the wrong move. Yeah, because he's who we have to talk to. We will apparently run into him at some point. Great. So I guess we head out. Nameless ruins. Oh yeah, that's just because we still have that riddle to solve. Winter Sun. Oh yeah, find those Crusaders. Can't see how we get to Winter Sun. Molten Scar is for... that's where Nura told us to go, and it was completely legit. I can't even see where the place Greyball wants to go is. Oh, Grimwood's all the way over there. Yeah, we're not going there for a while, mate. The Heart of Mystery is down here. Jesus God, this map is big. We're going to be playing this game for a while. Like, this is episode 19, and I'm kind of feeling like we're just about scratching the surface. Feels like we finished the intro now. I guess let's just start taking paths and seeing what happens. Oh, we discovered the Ashen Grotto. Bare bones of humans and animals. Huge stench of smoke and rotten meat. Great. And then we ran into these demons. And frankly, like, we're probably better in a straight-up fight than these armies I've got going. Although that said, these sure are some level 14 Ash Giants. Plan. Please do a murder.
You've crossed the wrong month.
Yeah, oh, there's more of them. Oh god. That's a lot of damage. Note to self, maybe running headfirst into the demons. Bad plan. Okay, so you can study as a swift action, which is nice. You have, like, no abilities that aren't just hit. If a character deals sneak attack damage to a target, he studies that target. Neat. Well, study this Ash Giant Wrecker, and then wreck it. Pun actually not intentional, can you believe?
Be gone, fiend!
Oh yeah, you've got the incredibly evil glaive. I forgot about that. Healer isn't mounted. We really wish you could set that as default behavior. Okay, Clyde is here again. Excellent. It was just the Citadel that was the problem. Camellia really needs some healing. Social. Bismuth, that was rubbish.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Even that was also kind of rubbish. I spent a whole feat to get you a bastard sword proficiency. You could at least do better with it. Ash Giants, are they going to be immune to fire? Sure aren't. Fire sword time.
Cutting wide open.
Rolling that one. Sneak attack because you were standing too close for him to see you, I guess. Nice. Clyde remains a literal animal.
You won't survive me.
Okay, yeah, good work, Lan. These two appear to be stuck, which is very funny. Greyborn taking it your study doesn't carry over to other ash giants. Oh, but there seems to be no limit on how often you can do your swift study, so keep going, I guess. Social, have you got some heals? I forget you really don't have that many heals. I guess you've got channels. Yeah, that works. Cool, way to completely miss. Good job, Giant. Oh yeah, Seela has Unrelenting Assault now, so as long as she attacks every turn, she just keeps hitting harder.
Into the fray.
The spirits demand your blood.
Again, sneak attack to a very broad definition. Clyde, murder, thank you.
Endure this.
And now I guess we just whittle these two down with all our ranged tricks, because they can't do a thing from there. Thanks, Matt. I mean, Greybor can also do nothing. Socio can't do a huge amount. Just throw another channel down, would you? Yeah, this is going to be several rounds of just waiting for Lan to shoot them. Seela, you should be mounted. Probably doesn't have enough spell slots for me to throw them around here. Bigitha should also be mounted. There you go, it worked that time. Lan, shoots.
Make every strike count.
You know what, this would actually be better if I turned it off turn-based. Lan, if you just shoot these a lot.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wait, oh, this was a terrible plan. That made us go round the corner, and now the computer's worked out that it can go round the corner. Well, guess we have to actually fight these now. Thank you for the hydrate reminder.
The light take you.
You are today's sacrifice. Run them through.
Lied. Once again.
You won't survive me. Endure this.
Did my brain say once again in a Mark Morrison voice there? Yes, of course it did. Top of the world. Nothing good. Anything good? Nope. Anything good on these ones? Nope. Cool. That was a waste of time and spell slots. Love that for us. And I dare say we won't even stay mounted. Oh, so that didn't actually get us past this demon army. Can we get past the demon army? Yes. Okay. Temple of the Good Hunt. Overseen by Becky. Aha! Now we have the upper hand on this random encounter. Oh, and good, because there's a Diracne there, and... Oh, and we have stayed mounted. Exciting times. I'd charge them, please.
Yet another obstacle.
Ambush round. Ambush round. Well, can you go charging? Yes, you can. Now, see, that sneak attack makes sense. The Amanda needs to initiate the charge because the legs on the ground. And then if you just roll a natural one while going, hey, that will allegedly help. I mean, you have charge paths on either of them. Honestly, you're not crying. Goodwill save work, everybody.
You've crossed the wrong line.
I mean, I say everybody. Several of these people clearly didn't resist it. Oh. There's Nabasu here. And a Gibraleth Contaminator. Hate that.
Go for their hearts. Ha!
And hate rolling all these terrible rolls even more. And another Nabasu. There's a lot of demons in this area. And now Seela is fighting her horse. Oh god. We are all confused. I may as well just be hitting. But of course that would require me to hit. Let's see, I was just taking damage from nowhere. If you could quickly study this Big Trouble in Little China puffball thing and then murder it. Or miss, that's fine too, I guess. This is probably bad. Just putting it out there. The amount is poisoned. Great.
You won't survive me.
What do you mean AC 20? So when I gave you the option to fight or evade,
Excruciating.
that was a correct answer. When was our last autosave? Was it this one? I think it was this. I'ma just load the autosave. I don't have any pride about the matter. Okay, and now we leave. Hey, Greyball gets his own title card. Temple of the Good Hunt. This is where in times of yore the Sarkorians worshipped Erastil. Demon invasion left the temple without its flog, somehow avoided the wrath of monsters that usually ravage any trace of the worship of good gods. Good God. Can I switch to seeing the full map? I don't do campaign management from here, really thought I could. Okay, I can if I just... No? No. I just wanted to see the whole map. Because I know it's got, like, area descriptions. Again, there's almost certainly a button for this. Oh, I just have a Crusade Management button here. That's good to know. Ah, the Logistics Council is assembled. And awaits the commander at the headquarters. I guess we should go back. And that means we now have more decrees available. Forming a diplomatic council, forming a military council. Studying the sort of valor. Sealer will select the most valiant and responsible warriors that will keep their comrades' morale in check. Ah, yes, that was a thing we suggested doing, wasn't it? So we've got a diplomacy and a fighty. What's the other stat? Oh, leadership, that makes sense. So we can't do either of these, which is annoying. We could upgrade an outpost to a bastion, or we could study the Sword of Valor, which is now a dice flag. So let's do that. And that's the only leadership one we have. Adds 1,000 leadership XP and 30 crusade morale. Neat. And cool. Good and cool. Just doing those so it would take the ping off. How do I get back? Like that. Oh wait, I wanted to go there so I could see the map. I literally... Yeah, so this is all still in Dresden surrounds. This is the lake lost to the sun. Okay. Yeah, there's all stuff going on. Oh! Oh right, yes, because we ticked over another day while we were out. We can move our armies. You are all still very weak. If there's some weaker demon armies you could get XP on. Sure aren't. Guess you've got to take on a 4. We can increase their saving throws. All units in the target army gain a 5 plus half mythic rank, so 6 or 7 depending on if they round. Bonus on all such saving throws. Cool. How do I target these? Yeah, how? How target? Ah, okay, I had to find a tiny bit of their sprite that wasn't overlapping with something else. Alright, let's have a fight. Oh god, more ash giants. Okay, you should lay a trap. And you should shoot people. Indeed. Oh wait, one of those giants is a commander. Great, you can all throw rocks. That's a thing you can do, I guess. That trap was very little use. Oh yeah, I should be using her hunt ability. Hunt infantry. Haha. Stop menacingly approaching my archers, I don't care for it. Oh no, they menacingly approached my archers and killed 24 of them, Jesus. Hunt lasts for 3 rounds, but you can pop it every round? Seems weird. Stop throwing rocks at my archers! Oh yeah, that's an ability you have, isn't it? What ability is that? Oh, it's just channel, yeah. I mean, the rocks don't seem to be doing that much damage, but it is very stressful just having giant rocks throwing at fighters. And dead. And now my archers can go back to arching. Just pick off these fighters, I guess. Not much we can do about the commander throwing rocks. We'll get to the other giant, I guess. Oh yeah, that's just for tanking, which is weird given that they have no special way of generating threat. They're flanked. And very slightly more dead. Stop pelting my archers with rocks. I mean, I guess I do have a way to stop you doing that, and it's called death. Oh my god, the shield bearer's actually got a kill. Let's hunt. Oh, it's just infantry, cavalry, or sharpshooters. I can't target, I guess, the Ashtrance siege units? Or are they technically ranged? They are technically ranged. Okay, I guess. Astran says, what? I don't care. This trap has done nothing. I mean, by and large, this trap ability has done nothing. These shield bearers are so slow. These Ash Giants have a bajillion HP. Ash Leprosy, what? Melee attack supply disease, great. Very cool. Right, that was doing like 20 damage, and they have 414 HP each. Oh, you're at least not attacking. Or at least not attacking at range. Wow, 4 damage, amazing. And now they're dead. Renew that hunt effect. Haha! Actually killed a thing, and now they've got low morale and they're panicking because allegedly they think they're losing. Which is wild, given how losing they're clearly not. I mean, they've successfully given my soldiers leprosy, which seems like a victory in many ways. Love seeing them do no damage. That's very exciting. One giant remains. Dawn of the Giant Day. That doesn't make any sense, Emma. I know. Oh, looks like we're coming up to a break anyway, just as I finish this, so while I click this button a bunch of times and wait for this giant to die, just a reminder that I'm going to go and run some ads and do some self-care myself, and you should be doing the self-care things too. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack. Take your meds if you still need to, this is your reminder. And yeah, I'm about to turn it over to ads, so if you could let them run, that would be great. But first, let's see if we can quickly kill this giant. My money's on probably not. Given that I have like 15 seconds before I'm meant to be running ad. Never mind, we did it. Okay, see you in a few. And we're back. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so we won that battle, and lost, like, all of our archers. And most of our other people, because it turns out New Fox General has a tiny infirmary size. Love that for us. And now we've got this pop-up. This global map is split into a number of regions. To capture a region, you must free all of the forts located in that region. You can construct buildings in the forts. Forts can be upgraded for more space. The Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, work can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to other important tasks. Increased income. Cool. Yeah, so Crusader Army 4 is now in a very sorry state and probably needs to run away. She's leveled, so there's that. She'll get Cure Wounds, which is nice. Weakening Trap. Throw stone. Just throwing a stone. Flare. Confuse enemies. Confuse units. Ice Bomb. Actually sounds pretty sweet. Power times power plus 5. Her power is 10. So 10 times 15 is 150. 150 d4. That seems like a lot. I mean, that's 150 d8. That slows them. No, just raw damage seems like the thing to do. No, that's not a thing. Yeah, because what's her infirmary size? 200. But it's 200 value points. I don't know how many value points each of these is worth. Yeah, if you want to retreat so we can recruit some more people. We've used all of those. Great. We technically can't get a new unit because these are filling it. This army is terrible. Great. Let's go to our actually good army and find somebody to fight with them. I mean, that demon army seems very close to one of our forts. Journey will take 47 MP, which is more than a day's travel. Well, go for it. Oh, did it work? It worked. Sure, we got close enough, I guess. These have damage reduction. Doesn't say they do. That's surprising. Alright. Well, first up, we may as well Scorch and Ray the Minotaurs. And now they're dead. Cool. Good talk. Good talk. Good Minotaur. No. No, I think that joke did in fact suck. Flank? Got to keep that flanking action up. The infirmary system in this is actually pretty neat. Just kind of, it's impossible to not take losses, but if you get them within a certain amount, then the game treats it like you didn't take losses. So, gives you a certain amount of tolerance. It's interesting. Dancing around you, hitting you from behind. About to say from the back, and then realised. And then said it anyway, because clearly that's the kind of person I am. Oh, just Scorching Ray somebody. You've got the MP for it. My scouts seem the squishiest, so let's take fighters out preferentially. I probably could have done that at a more useful time. Didn't. It's unlikely to be that much of a problem. Haha, I am behind you. And now you are dead. And we are all above you. And you are also dead. See, this army actually knows how to do things. Keeps Canyon used to be an important relay point for the river traffic between Dresden and Canabris. Now that this small but once thriving port town lies in ruins, now this small but once thriving port town lies in ruins, but its sturdy harbour may still come in handy when the supply ships from Mendev arrive. Income increased. Yay! Army has no movement points left. Ah yes, we were out here. Exploring. We're probably about to all become fatigued. Oh, random encounter, oh no. That's probably bad.
I would like some time to collect myself.
I love to play with my food, even if it's armed with stupid steel toothpicks. Hi, Devourer. What? You sure are a level 25 dragon. Is this the dragon that I'm meant to be hunting? Or is this another dragon that they've just decided to drop on me? And it's got concealment?
You've crossed the wrong mark.
How do I get out? Where was my last autosave? When in doubt, save? Yeah, that would have been great. Oh, really? Oh, sorry, everyone. Yeah, auto battle, whatever. Actually, don't auto battle. But because I do want to Scorching Ray those Minotaurs again. And it probably won't do that automatically. I can accelerate combat. Love that for me. This combat does seem much faster, they're not wrong. Yeah, we're just cutting out a lot of interstitial animations. And then we Scorching Ray. What do you mean I can't get a flanking bonus? Okay, and that one's even better. And we got that income increase. And I'm going to pop a save. Just, you know. Seems like a thing to do. Army has no more points left. We return to us view. And we don't go that way. What if we go this way? Ah, we found the Temple of the Good Hunt. Oh yeah, I needed to head back to Dresden to actually oversee the first meeting of the council, didn't I? Well, we're here now, I guess. Camellia is encumbered. Oh no, everybody is fatigued. Stole stuff from somebody's bones. That's the real grave robbing song. None of your repo nonsense. Don't know why I've decided to badmouth repo. I love that film. Got to explore outside before we go into a new building. That's just how it works. Okay, now we go into a new building. Hey, Amanda, you're so quick. I mean, that's typically why you keep horses around, I guess. Hello, Temple. Oh, there's people here. Hey, Kiado, I remember you, kind of. The young cleric Verastil greets you with a shy smile. Yes, this was Vasali's apprentice, dude. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. At the word prior, the priest's face flushes pink. Just immediate murder. But have you seen anything suspicious in the area? That seems relevant. The cleric swallows nervously and lowers his gaze. No. Everything's quiet around here. There's nothing going on in this temple, that's for sure. Pilgrims have said there's a dragon flying around this area, snatching up travelers. And I'd say that's just a rumor. Things are quiet here in my temple. That was so convincing. Tell me more of the temple, and I'll probably... I don't care. Oh, wait. Where to begin? This temple is dedicated to Delamere. Oh, I mean, of course it is a temple of Erastil, but Delamere was the prior of this temple. I mean, no, I am the prior of this temple, and she is like its blessed Mother Superior, its patroness. The young man falls into a confused silence and looks pleadingly at you. Are you being held hostage, or are you the problem? What's it like to be the prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone, you see. People travel a great distance to come here, to have been given an important task. Here in the World Wound, these temples are needed more than ever so that people don't lose their faith. That doesn't stop my legs shaking in terror. When I think of my teacher Rathamus, rest his soul, I just feel like running away. I swear I would have run long ago. One thing keeps me here. Erastil would not have granted me these spells for no reason. Not let him down. Or the people, I can't let them down either. You say you're a coward, but you're in no hurry to leave this place, even though nobody's keeping you here. I know from experience how scary it is to be alone, surrounded by strangers. You're not as weak as you think you are. You're stronger than most. Place frightens you, but you're here. You should be proud of that. Erastil is with me. If my faith is strong, his antlers will protect me from evil demons. He won't let them devour me. Tell me about Delma. Oh, there's so much text. Lives in the past back when Sakura's was still standing. Priestess of Erastil. Hard nature, unshakable faith. Blessed. Common folk knew she'd stand up for them. Didn't like city life. And had opinions. People ought to live in small clans where everyone's kin. And I'm just like, can't hide your sins in a village. She had a revelation. She traveled around the villages and see how many people lived there. If any settlement had more than 53 people, she drove out the rest and told them to settle elsewhere. Jesus. And after she died, this temple was built in her honor in the place where Erastil gifted her with his relics. It was here that a white stag emerged from the forest and spoke to her in a human voice, telling her that she should hunt it because it was the will of her lord. Delamere tracked that stag for 3 days and 3 nights through the forest. When she ran it to ground, she made its antlers into a bow and its hide into armor. And that bow never misses. And Erastil himself blessed that armor so that it repels the strikes of enemies. Sorry, but did she really drive everybody out of a village as soon as there were more than 53 people? That seems a bit excessive. Kiara heatedly responds, his voice trembling in anger. It is not ridiculous. It might sound strange, but Erastil blessed Delamere alone, and he gave her wisdom and power. Tell me of Erastil, I will abridge this. Old god, before towns, wants people to be simple and the same, and in small settlements, and everyone know each other and value the simple joy. He's the cottagecore god. Hunting for sustenance. Doesn't like finery. Terrifying when angered. Cool. Everything's clear. Have you heard about my new powers? Strange things, very strange. You seem to play tricks again and again, but your tricks somehow become the truth. Your laughter carries more weight than the shouts and commands of other commanders. You're not waging war, you're playing. But at the same time, anyone who treats everything seriously finds themselves defenseless before you like a child. What are you, Commander? Our lucky talisman, our impossible chance of victory, our hope against despair, or is the entire crusade, this whole war, just one big joke to you? When the time comes for the punchline, will you be laughing at the demons and at us? I mean, probably. What cleric services can you offer? Yes, cool. You have scrolls. Many, many scroll. Many of scroll. This is the same as that other cleric. Yes, it is. Anyway, do I have any trash I can sell? Like books? I mean, literally just this one book.
Pay attention.
Oh, I can poke the altar.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oh, it was a secret passage. He's begging us not to go in there. Why is he begging us not to go in there? The young cleric lets out a loud scream and addresses you in a quavering voice. I beg you, don't touch that door. What's with the door? Kiara's face goes grey and he falters and stutters over his word. What door? Oh, the door. That it leads into the cell. There's nothing interesting behind that door. Sweat breaks out on the cleric's forehead as he looks at you with pleading eyes. Do I intimidate him? I only get plus 19. I didn't bring Darren or Amber along. Also, I feel like some evil actions would be good because I want to stay more kind of chaotic neutral. You're a terrible liar, speak the truth. There we go. Kiado looks to be on the verge of tears. Oh, Sinedra! She's a witch. He came here one night, threatened to torture me, demanded that I let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here sometimes, and then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than initiated servants of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach, and they will gnaw me from the inside out. Good creative curse. Do I want to live? I'm no warrior. I'm a humble shepherd. I never said a word to anyone. They go in there and do things. They whisper, I'm afraid to go in. And you can't go in. There's no one in there now anyway. Sinedra hasn't been here for many days. And Erasa winning. She won't come again. Cursed witch. Melia sighs in exasperation. What do you expect from a peasant? It's in a peasant's nature to obey those who are stronger. I don't know who this Sinedra is, but I'd really like to get my hands on her and have a chat. Or maybe I'd just reach for my weapon right away. It speaks a language all its own. But a quick death is too good for cultist scum like her, after all the fear and torment and pain they put people through. After this furious outburst, which I didn't voice that way, Thela calms down again and speaks to Kiado. Stay strong, kid. You're not alone. You have allies, and your faith. I do want to go in the crypt, though. Oh, and now we have a lawful murder him thing. The cleric's resistance is hanging by a thread. His lips are trembling and his voice drops to a whisper. But I have the key. What right do you have to... There's a trickster thing, I may as well lean into it. Yeah, no one except initiated servants of Baphomet can enter the crypt. Well then initiate me, you're a cleric. Shrine of Baphomet in your temple, make me one of the flock. Kiado stares at you with horror and delight. But I am not a true priest of Baphomet, but you're right, I am technically am serving him, and his shrine is in my keeping. Do you think it will work? Then you could kill her the next time she comes, and the curse will be broken. See, chaos leads to good. Kiado's voice sounds both steely and frightened in equal measure. I don't know how this is done, but Bigitha Lordship here, do you trust in your Lord Baphomet? Do you have faith in his protection? Do you invoke his patronage? Yeah. Kiado shrinks away and warily glances about himself, but nothing happens. With a trembling hand, the cleric gives you the key. I'm not sure. I don't think it worked. Maybe we shouldn't test it. Please. Well, we got the key. Bye. Erastil may bless our crusade, or we may have just sworn ourselves to other gods. Who can say? Anyway, we're about to rob you. We'll explore the rest of the church first. A trap. Church trap. I thought she said, I lead the horse to the spirits. Which would be a very specific boast.
I hope you appreciate this.
Not specific, esoteric, that's the word. I believe I forgot the word esoteric. I use that honestly more than is normal.
Am I not?
Church trap, so holiday appropriate. Wow. I mean, yeah. Oh, hello. Specimen 367 Finian Dismar test report. Master, the first stage of the testing process was a success. Specimen 367 Finian Dismar turned into a sword on command. The sword possesses sufficient sharpness and the ability to adjust the wielder's strike. It beheaded a crusader with a single blow. Clean cut, the blade is undamaged. Additional noise. The specimen makes unwanted noises resembling weeping. No reaction to threats. Can we talk to Finian about that? Hi, Finian. I've found the cultist report on the test. There we go. They say you were used to kill crusaders. Boyfriend dungeon? Yeah, a little bit. Finian is the boyfriend dungeon of this game. What? You must have the wrong guy. I've never been friends with cultists. I would have remembered something like that. Maybe they caught some other Pathfinder and bent him to their will, not me. I would have remembered. I wouldn't lie to you. I would have remembered. Let's see if talking about the Pathfinder Society does anything. I'm just going to skim through this. Travelers, explorers, solvers of mysteries, fighters of evil, the Scooby Gang. And, yeah, just hard to join. Whatever, sure, I don't care. Bye. Also, aren't you technically, like, back with Ember at the minute? Melia, more theft.
I am helpful, am I not?
Magic gloves. The ultimate predator. Knee pads grant their wearer +2 insight bonus on attack and damage rolls made with natural weapons. Against animals, magical beasts, and monstrous humanoids. Clyde already has some knee pads, doesn't he? Plus D6 bludgeoning damage on crits. Yeah, no, that sounds... These sound better. I'll save those for Ulbrig. Or I can give them to Theomander. Sure, why not? Horse knee pads! That sounds somewhat impractical. But hey, now Clyde is the ultimate predator, as though we didn't already know this. Bigitha Lordshire identifies ultimate predator. Surprise, it was Clyde.
Something over there.
Oh, don't go there.
I'll watch your back.
Where's the button for it? Melia, there we go.
I hope you appreciate this.
I found something.
You found some boxes that were right next to the door you just went through. That cool, so did I. And you've suggested that boxes might contain things. A bell. More scrolls. So many scrolls. Scrolls for days. More elven notes. Cool. I'd give those to the storyteller if I had one.
I am helpful, am I not?
Both incredible dexterity +4. Ooh. Yeah, because we've got +2s. Lan? I mean, you've got these dex and con. Nah. Hard dexterity, and then Camellia can have the other one. And then... Greyball mostly runs off strength anyway. Cool. Magic essence. And now, just out of some vague respect for Kiado, just in case my trickster lying abilities were in fact incorrect, let's pop a save. And now let's come back out and see if anything happened up here. See? It's fine. Young cleric greets you in a conspiratorial whisper, says, "Hello, Commander. Well, have you come for Zenedra's head? She hasn't been back here yet, but as soon as she shows up, I will try to hold her here as long as I can. Then you can swoop in and deal with the witch." Goodbye. So yeah, we can go into the crypt just fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Good and fine. Bloody remains of a person lie out in plain view. Then marks on the bones left by gnawing teeth, some of them human. Man, Hugh, my favourite Travis album. Here we have a diary found in a crypt. This is very long and about a vampire baby. And breasts. Yeah, cool. That's a child who eats people. Glory be to Baphomet, Lord of the Ivory Labyrinth, unbridled consort of Lamashtu, father of the Horned Brood. Connive more rut and build labyrinths of lies in his honour. This is the will of his chosen priestess, Zenedra. Profane depiction of a bull's head drawn in blood. How do you make a depiction of a bull's head profane? How is that profane? That's just a drawing of a bull's head. Looks like a Far Side comic. Here we have the horn. An antler of monstrous proportions set in steel. The beast to which it belonged must have been large as a house. Okay, so that's an Erastil thing, rather than a Baphomet thing. Alright, let's poke this altar, I guess. Ooh. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the disease. They neutralize the source of disease causing miasmas, and they suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophiliac acts in society at large. That's a way to think about it. You've got to bury these corpses, or people will keep eating them and having sex with them. Are you okay? There are many ways of disposing of a corpse. Burning, dissolution in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community. You just said you wanted to get rid of cannibalism. But by far the most popular method is burial. A grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and of special importance. When all safety measures are taken, grave burial prevents the deceased from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. I mean, so does fire. The commander examines the stone sarcophagus resting in the crypt of the Temple of Erastil. It was used as a feasting table for demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identifiable as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizingly in a clay bowl, and next to it lies a half-gnawed rib cage. The commander decides, let's look at the symbols on the sarcophagus first. Read the terms and conditions. At first, the symbols are unfamiliar to the commander, but her eyes soon land on a familiar combination of letters. Delamere. This is the name the cleric Chiado mentioned in his conversation with the commander. This sarcophagus undoubtedly contains the body of a priestess of Erastil, Delamere the Blessed. It's unlikely that the young cleric could have read this inscription, written as it is in such an ancient tongue. However, the information Chiado provided is enough to help the commander unravel the mystery. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbols form a circle. The commander notices that the seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joins between the fragments are almost impossible to see. In Sarkoris, there existed a funeral tradition in which the priests would place magic seals such as this on tombs. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I guard the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be any who dare to destroy me. Commander. So we can say a prayer to Erastil. Say, we could probably break this. Say we could probably peel this off pry the seal off with a knife and disassemble it, rather than break it. Break it, or go home. I mean, my heart wants to go say a prayer to Erastil, but I have a better roll on Arcana, and taking the seal off seems like a very bad plan, but I have an even better roll. Let's pray. Yeah, succeeded. Bigitha Lord Plateabrus calls an old Kellid prayer to Erastil. See, knowing things is our thing. As soon as she utters it, the symbols on the stone seal begin to glow. With a click, the seal crumbles into pieces and the lid of the sarcophagus slides open. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armor covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus. And the skeleton's hands are clutching an impressive bow made from an antler. Surprisingly, there is no unpleasant smell from the remains. The commander... Again, there's a lich option here, so which I assume is just resurrect Delamere, you're in the army now. Take the relics. Have the remains and relics moved to Dresden, or poke them and then put the lid back. I mean, that looks like a really good bow, but this is probably going to go badly. Well, I clicked it because I clicked the button. Suddenly, the commander feels a rush of fresh air out of place in the cellar. It carries the scent of rain, sound of dense forest, the mighty roar of a mountain river. The commander's body is overflowing with power, and the bow seems to yearn to be in her hands now, confused with an overabundance of strength. Strange sensation passes, leaving behind only pleasant freshness. So I think I am now a prophet of Erastil. Anyway, I have her armor and her bow. And that healed everyone. So yeah, I think we're good. And we're not fatigued anymore. Erastil is with us. Let's look at this new stuff. The armor. +3 leather armor allows its wearer to cast spells from the plant's domain as if they were 2 caster levels higher. I mean, that's druid armor. It's worse than what I've got on. I mean, it gets rid of the armor check penalty, but gives me less armor. And I don't cast that many plant spells, to be honest. I don't think that's getting used. And the bow? If neither of these get used, I'll be very annoyed. If neither of these are, you know, playable. Bow. Bow? Where bow? Seriously, where bow? What the hell is going on? It just got a bow. Where's it gone? Am I staring straight at it? There's no bow. It was a cool bow made. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Whenever this +2 holy composite longbow lands a hit, enemy must pass Fortitude saving throw or become entangled. Can only be equipped by good characters. Holy deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against everybody evil and bypasses damage reduction against good, and it's +2. That sounds amazing. Lan? That sounded less amazing. Why can't you use it? You're lawful neutral? Have you always been lawful neutral? Seriously? I thought you were, like, chaotic good. Am I seriously not going to use either of these relics I just stole? You know what? Honestly, since I'm not going to use either of them, I'm going to load that save. I know we've been doing a lot of save scumming today, but, you know, you can't control me. Right, into the crypt.
You've marched me to the bones today.
Yes, but you're about to be healed by God. Grab Vampire Baby Diaries. Read Altar. Examine Symbols. Separate with Erastil. Yeah, let's have them sent to Dresden. Should we? Or should we just let them lie? Honestly, I don't see why we should take them. We were mostly just examining things. And, okay, so we get the blessing from Erastil and get healed and defatigued. Sure, I guess. Relics weren't even that good anyway. Everybody's dismounted again, though, which I don't love. Yes, that's my feelings as well.
Where I can.
Kiado have anything to say about what we found down there? Nope. So I guess at some point we'll get a message that Zenedra is back.
Move out.
And we should come and do a murder. It's not added it to my journal, has it? Sure it hasn't. You ever get really disappointed by, you know, the usability of a saint's relics that you stole? Steal saint's relics and then you're like, yeah, but they're barely playable in standard. So I should go back to Dresden so that I can do the thing. Also, oh no, our armies haven't refreshed yet. Travel to Dresden. Continue traveling to Dresden. Run into a random encounter. Oh god, if it's the dragon again.
None shall escape.
It's not the dragon. It's some Minotaurs. We've killed many Minotaurs. Minotaurs, if you will. Cultist Slayer, Minotaur, Shadow Demon's Votary. I'm still not totally convinced that's a word. Turn that sword on and go stab with it. Nice. Cool, nat one. Good job. Oh, they've got Slayers too. I know they have Slayers too. Why? I just looked and it said Cultist Slayer. Why am I suddenly surprised somehow?
Begone, fiend!
Speaking of surprising, why can nobody roll anything decent?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Lang can still hit. Says just as land misses. Phantasmal Web? Oh no. You make me have to use ranged abilities? Well, fine then. Get struck with lightning. That did so little damage. Bismuth can do nothing while webbed.
The spirits demand your blood.
Simply business.
That was just the most kind of dismissive, backhanded swing, and it just absolutely murdered that Minotaur. It's quite funny.
Fall!
There, you've been told. God, why didn't you fall? Wait, why did I channel? We all have, like, full health. Well, except Bismuth. Ugh. Emma, pay attention. Perhaps. Just a thought.
You won't survive me.
Emma, who are you to tell me what to do? Yeah, we're eating through those layers. Hey, stop with ability damage. That's just rude. And now you're dead. What have we learned, children? Nothing? That's what I thought. Quickly study that guy, and then mix it up with him. Good line. Just lose half your health to an attack of opportunity, and then most of the rest of it to another two. Good job, guys. Phantasmal Putrefaction. Don't love that. Roll of Web Potion. Alright, let's go. Oh yes, because once you've done Call Lightning, you can then just ping people with lightning as much as you want for the next 10 minutes. Which is a neat spell. You know. Not saying you should be using it all the time, but if I had the option. things to do in the Citadel. I have to attend a council meeting. That's the thing everybody loves to do in every fantasy series, right? Everybody's like, yay, council meetings. That's the trope, right? Right? Sailkind. Before you stands a tall, fit man whose dark hair is already tinged with grey. He greets you with a brisk military salute. My name is Captain Sailkind. I command the vanguard of a mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We come from Andoran to assist you. Why? Queen Galfrey paid for our services, but please do not think we're fighting for gold alone. We're true sons and daughters of Andoran, so the ideals of equality and resisting enslavement ring true in our hearts. We'll be glad to stand in the way of demons who seek to force mortal kind into bondage. That does sound like what a lot of the demons I've met would do. The bulk of our company made camp in Erosian, but the vanguard, consisting of our finest soldiers, if I may add, was put under your command. More about the unit? The Blackstone Company is proud to be recognized as one of the finest Andoran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords looking to oppress the innocent and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in a dangerous enterprise and leave it with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience. Which is why we held a vote among our units. We were glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the Crusades, though some of our commanders did voice their displeasure with the sum she offered. But like I say, we Andorans are a free people who cannot be pushed around, who cannot be bought, only convinced. More about you, I guess. Please don't give me your entire backstory. The man flashes a genuine smile. I don't even want to know what to say. I'm a soldier, a bit of an explorer, and just an all-around honest man. I mean, that's a weird thing to say, but sure, have fun. There's probably going to be, like, one evil unit that as soon as you accept it, start murdering everyone else. Do the thing. Yes, ma'am. Glad to be under your command. Captain Sailkind salutes you again, smiles, and adds in a soft voice. It will be an honor to serve with you, Commander. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need to talk, I'll be happy to lend an ear. I already have enough of those. More people. Oh, it's the theatre troupe. Grandma Gretlen lowers herself into a bow. Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the next door theatre. We're still working on our piece about your heroism. We've even taken on a few new crew members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Dinah. Dinah, say hello to her commandership. Dinah did not. We're faced with another dilemma. We simply cannot decide on a climactic moment for the act. It's all about the Battle of Dresden. That just happened. I get annoyed at this on TV all the time when it's like, here's a dramatization of a thing that happened last year. This happened like 4 days ago. I mean, I guess this was how news spread back in the day, but still. Here, you listen to the options. Grandma Gretlen holds a scroll up before her eyes and begins to read, running a gnarled finger along each line. Option 1. The commander, so that's you, launches herself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress wall, allowing the armies to rush inside. Option 2. The commander, so that's you again, masquerades as a Bala and creeps into Dresden in disguise, then opens the gates to the Crusaders. Option 3. The commander, so that's you again, rides to the attack on an enormous mounted goat, or should we call it a battering ram, and it breaks down the city gates. Well, what say you? I mean, goat. It's clearly the answer. It's got a pun, it will establish our trickster cred. Where are you going to get a goat that size? We're still working on that part, your commandership. It's hard to get a goat in the middle of the world wound, especially an enormous one. But we'll think of something, don't you worry. Grandma Gretlen and her entourage move away, but their voices project so well that you can easily hear the rest of the conversation. Think the commander will mind if we add the goat and the catapult to the show? That way, the bit where she breaks down the gates will make for much better drama. Did you forget that the role of the commander is being played by a cyclops? How are we going to launch Lambkin out of a catapult? Where are we going to find a catapult that won't just break under his weight? Calm yourself, Tina. It's just a minor snag. You can't achieve success without a few difficulties along the way. We'll think of something, you'll see. Oh god, so many people. Oh hey, it's been off. Bigitha lodged us here. I'm so pleased to see you alive and mostly unharmed. You've never seen this mortal before, but his voice. There can be no doubt that his voice belongs to Sokoth Benoth. As you can see, I wanted to get to know my new friend better, so I paid a visit to your abode. Your guest lowers his voice, gives you a playful wink. This is my favorite shape to wear when walking among mortals. It's cute, isn't it? The Demon Lord speaks to you, adding coquettish undertones to his voice. I have to admit, your place is rather charming, although the lack of a pleasure palace does sour the mood a little bit. Your servants, they're such gentle and helpful people. They stood at attention and reported to me with an unbelievable ardor. Upon further reflection, that might have happened because I took on your appearance, but let's not fret over minor details. While I was out walking, I heard several complaints addressed to me, and in this case by me, I of course mean you. A complaint is basically an invocation, so let's just agree that they were officially prayers to me. Good logic, thank you. And I really must intervene on behalf of my new worshippers. The essence of these appeals is as follows. Your officers have grown sick of fighting. To be more precise, they're sick of fighting and not doing anything else. I can certainly understand their frustrations. Even soldiers have the right to a personal life, after all. I suggest that you allow them to pair their duties with something more exciting, or at least profitable. The stuff that says choice effects can come later. Fuck's Ben, if you decided to switch careers and become my advisor, how extravagant. A demon lord advising the commander of the crusade, a most wonderful jest. But no, I will not serve at your headquarters or make sure all of the soldiers have enough gruel. That is too much work. I'm simply going to keep an eye on you, and occasionally dispense valuable advice. So, that is being an advisor, sure. Why do I care what my soldiers do with their leisure time? Care? Ugh. What a nasty word. What I'm trying to say is you can benefit from their boredom. Like, make them do crafts in their spare time and then pocket the money. I'm sure they'll enjoy the process as much as you're going to enjoy the result. Or teach them some kind of game so they can develop their talents. Blindfolded knife tossing at subordinates? High jumping over pikeman formations? No. Those ideas won't do. They'll certainly amuse the officers, but the solution's too radical. How about a mind game to sharpen their wit and develop their strategic talents? So let them take up a money-making craft, let them improve their skills by staging mock battles in a game played atop tables. I'll keep inventing new rules, we can commit them to paper and even find people to publish them in books. This feels like the most trickster option is invent D&D. Splendid idea. It's amazing that nobody thought of this before. I'm sure this exciting activity is going to spread all over Golarion, and even the esteemed members of the Pathfinder Society Decemvirate will amuse themselves by playing. It's so much fun to be around. I'm going to be back once I think of something else for your soldiers to do. Oh my god. Dorgelinda Stranglehold. Oh yes, I remember that name coming up before. How did I forget it? Hail, Commander. A middle-aged dwarf who's clearly seen some combat salutes you with one barely moving, bone-dry hand. On her face, a huge, scarred claw marks. A black eye patch covers one eye. She's watching you with the other, intent and somber. Dorgelinda Stranglehold, Chair of the Logistics Council, at your service. We've got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. Hopefully this council will benefit from my vast experience surviving with gear that consists of rocks and sticks, and where any dinner that's not squirming on your plate is considered a feast. All in all, kind of like our crusade. How are you, lawful neutral? I won't lie to you, our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we do have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem, there's also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with stylish plumage or a fancy blade from Neurosia. Meanwhile, that means ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives. Hammer and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. Question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? Let's get some veterans on the job. People who've had their fill of the front lines and who know firsthand what life is like for a common soldier, what the rations taste like, and how the boots are always the wrong size. I've lost how land sounds. My suggestion is to call in some experienced, well-connected supply officers from Neurosian. Let them leave their cushy jobs in Mendev and work up a sweat for the good of the Crusades. What are the Council's responsibilities? The Logistics Council deals with all matters relating to supplying the army. That's logistics. Most issues will be trivial and undeserving of your attention. However, from time to time, serious decisions will need to be made, and that's when I'll convene the Council. I have questions for the Council. As you wish. Lan, how can you be of use? You seem to have opinions. I know a thing or two about gathering weapons and provisions. Compared to the war for survival we had to wage underground, you guys have it easy up here. If things go badly, I can teach your troops to live off the land and how to craft decent weapons from junk. They'll have memories of Lan's special stew for years. Not sure if those will be fond memories, but they'll remember for sure. George Linda, why were you assigned? Over my years of doing quartermaster duty, I've managed to develop a bit of a reputation for myself. The units I'm responsible for are always properly equipped, armed, and fed. Thieves, scatterbrains, and reprobates promptly get the boot. Bureaucrats who never seem to have anything miraculously find everything they need after meeting with me. In short, don't you worry, Commander, I'm right where I belong. Cool. Let's discuss our options in more detail. Yes, Commander. So, Lan? In our tribe, we believe that the hunter's gear should be entrusted to the most seasoned hunter. Those who stalk the prey themselves and learn the price of a mistaken outfitting, an old bowstring, a dull spear, a tattered cloak, the hard way. I think that's how it should be in the army. Whoever's responsible for supplies must know war firsthand. They must have dragged themselves through the mud of the battlefield, seen with their own eyes how a rotted strap or a boot one size too large can lead to a soldier's death. They must have eaten their share of rotten cabbages and seen carts of horseshoes and pots pull up at their position instead of ammunition because of some clerical error. Assign new quartermasters from the veterans like George Linda here. I bet they won't steal and they won't let anyone else steal either. George Linda? There are some great workers in Mendev who've been sitting at home for way too long. Let the Queen send them to us. Instead of counting buttons for the frock coats of Neurosian Royal Guard, let them sort out our supplies. And they'll already have connections in Neurosian. They could easily have army property decommissioned and later sold to private buyers for next to nothing. And those buyers will just happen to be the same mercenaries we're negotiating with. George Linda makes a face. Connections are all too important, you well know. I mean, surely the third option here is that there should be a mix of people on the council, because that's why you have a council rather than just one person making the decisions. But what do I know? I think logistics is hard, but also field experience is good. Yeah, I think George Linda's got the right answer here. Will do. Soon we'll have quartermasters with a friend or two even on the Royal Council. And it's decided, no matter what our new quartermasters are like, there's no possible way they can be worse than what we have now. Why would you say that? The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up, I'll call the council right away. Thanks, George Linda. Well, that took a while. Any other Crusade management? Yet another stupid advice. Some snob who somehow thinks they're entitled to advise a Crusade leader is impatiently waiting in Dresden to present another far-fetched idea. Okay. And... right. Great. There's so much happening. Board games master. Generals just get more XP every day. That's great. A conflict between two officers has led to a defeat in a skirmish with demons. One of the officers, a charming young noble, tried saving the lives of the soldiers. The other, a cynical veteran mercenary, acted based on the principle that victory is all that matters. The soldiers from each unit blame the other unit's officer for the defeat. How should the investigators arbitrate? So, punish both officers, Punish the young aristocrat for trying to save the lives of the soldiers in an advisable way. Punish the veteran mercenary for putting victory above the lives of the people. Or reconcile the two officers. Or an Azata thing that I can't do. I mean, my brain says reconcile, but I don't know if it'll work. Sociel is convinced that both officers have something to learn from each other. Following his advice, the investigators sent out the two of them on a mission together. They came back as good comrades in arms. Excellent. Their units have been performing in harmony ever since, and the fame of the two great commanders has been drawing in new recruits. Lovely. Now we have a common cause. For the next month, recruitment growth for trainable units from the barracks and archery range increases by 15%. Love that for us. All our decrees are still happening. We still can't really afford to buy anything because we have so few materials. I mean, I could just buy them. Buy 100 materials, and then I can at least build something in Dresden. No. Build. How much is it for the stables? Oh, and 1,000 finance points, which I've spent on soldiers. Great. Watchtower might be good. Do I save? I kind of like having a training grounds to make my infantry stronger. Let's do that. Oh wow, is that the time already? Oh god, this game has so much game in it. Ah. New marksman and spearman over here. Well, if they unite with Crusader Army 4, they sure can't do that. Would 10 marksmen be better than 13 archers? Yes. Yes, they would. And the shield people do so little. Okay, so you're still only strength 2, which isn't great. Can I afford a new general? Super can't. Oh, thank you for the stretch reminder. I have been concentrating on this extremely hard. Right, just before we go, let's throw Crusader Army 1 at some demons. Kill the demons. Demon. Fight, yes. Good talk, Emma, thank you. Bunch of cavalry. You know what? If I don't use the spells, what's the point of having them? And they do kill people so hard. Wow, those... You all just got absolutely murked by some clerics. Good job, guys. Oh, you also want to get absolutely murked by some clerics, do you? You should retreat so that you can shoot. You're already dead, mate. Just accept it. Those marksmen will probably be better than these rangers. Cool. Win so hard, keep winning. All win all the time. Cool. All of the rapacious mercenaries on their high-mettled horses turned out to be foreigners from an unknown distant land. How is that relevant? Among the trophies in the bag of their shrieking leader, the soldiers found an unusual ring. A herbal ring. +4 morale bonus on saving throws against disease, nausea, and second. That's one of those rings that will probably be handy in very specific cases, and all the other time you're like, yeah, sure, alright. Oh, there's a level 2 demon army there. You could actually fight them. Yes, I know I said we were going to stop after that fight, but we may as well just do this fight. Let's just lay a trap down. Yeah, wow, those marksmen do numbers. And then the marksman exploded. Jesus Christ. I mean, that trap killed them. But also, what? Oh, wow, these spearmen are terrible. Just garbage. Yes, I know, I said we were going to stop, but when did you start believing me? Hey, look. Do you have to be so correct? Okay, we can't use Cure Wounds on the one that exploded, which is fair. Okay, I know I had strong words before about throwing stones at our archers, but when it's their archers, it's different. I've only just noticed the enormous shuriken she's holding. What's that called? Is that Fuma Shuriken? Is that what that is? Also, I swear that exact noise is used in so many games. I have 13 uses of this per battle. You better believe I'm just going to keep curing them. How do you like a war of attrition? Because that's what I've got for you. It's a small war, but you know. Still counts. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this hunt ability as well. Oh, yeah, but she can only do one per turn. Okay, they're dead now. So we should be hunting archers. And you should be cure woundsing. Have you consider just never seriously taking losses? You just win all the time. It's great. It's my patented JWF strategy. Just win, forehead. Gang of cutthroats who sold their conscience for demon gold has been destroyed. The chief, a battle-hardened, scar-ridden mercenary laden with valuable artifacts, hanging in the noose. The trophies he received for murder will come in useful for the Crusaders. Plus 3 on damage rolls with the offhand weapon when dual-wielding or wielding two-handed melee weapons. Greybor! I don't particularly want to be exploring too much with them. And if you head back to Dresden... And yeah, just wait there for now. Because I, for one thing, need to stop playing this game. Yeah. Oh god, I'm falling into the just one more thing rabbit hole. Getting Columboed into the game is what I call it. Let's start doing the wrap-up instead, and while I talk, I'll equip those things to Greybor and also forget. So, hey, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks if you stayed to the end. Genuinely means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, that's S-E-R-A-S-E-N-T, The House of Hubris, streaming here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 p.m, ideally. British time, that's 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but you can do the maths yourself, or you can throw us a follow and then get notified whenever I'm around. If you do miss anything, VODs are on Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, you can go to the YouTube. Link is down there. It says VOD archive, or it's youtube.com/@houseofhubris, where you can find everything going back 3 years now of the channel. We've played a lot of games. Many of them have been, almost all of them have been shorter than this. And yeah, there should be something for you. And if there isn't, maybe let me know what would be. While you're there, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything and will get you hot, fresh VODs in your inbox every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday as soon as they're uploading again, which will be soon. It's a Christmas miracle. If you want to support me doing whatever the hell I'm doing now, like stealing relics and managing so many logistics. Financially, you can, of course, cheer or subscribe on Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and be good to each other, and then everyone's having a good time. If you want to find me elsewhere, socials are all down there, or it's House of Hubris pretty much anywhere. That's at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Mastodon, at househubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where I talk about other things I'm doing and other things in the world. I don't know. I'm not on them as much as I used to be for obvious reasons, but it is what it is. And I have other exciting appearances coming up soon that I will be able to talk about, so that's where I'll do it. I think that's about everything. So, once again, love to you all, and I genuinely mean that. Probably see you back on Saturday. Schedule may get a bit fuzzy, what with the holidays and all, but we will try and keep going. So, yeah. See you next time with more Pathfinder. Love to you all. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye.